Hi YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with another flashlight review. This time I have the Lumintop ED11 Emergency Defensive Flashlight. Comes in that box. Here's a closer look at the light. See the removable pocket clip. Right, it's all controlled by a tail switch. There's the emitter and the reflector. The length of the light is about 3.3 inches. Max lumens, like the box said, 560, right? It comes with stuff. The instruction booklet comes with a battery, a no-name battery. I'll talk more about that battery later. Also comes with a lanyard, and you also get a spare O-ring. Plus you get that box itself, which would be nice for storing batteries. The operation of the light is all controlled by that tail switch, right? You can half press to select the brightness level, and there are 3 brightness levels, right? And the highest is pretty bright, right? And you just press it fully to turn it on and off. And the special modes. All right, there is a strobe coming up. To access the special modes, you turn the head about 1/8 of an inch. That's the strobe. If you half press again, you can get to a slow flash mode, and another half press will bring you to an even slower flashing mode. And then it can cycle back to strobe. Right, so you can have it set so that when you press it, it will strobe. Right, depending on just how far you rotate the head of the light. That's why they call it a defensive light, because you can have it set to 1 touch equals strobe. Now about this battery that it comes with, you need to think of it as just a backup battery. Okay, because to install the battery, you just unscrew the body of the light from the head assembly. I would recommend using an Olight 16340 battery, right? Because it has higher voltage than the battery it comes with, so it's not going to be 560 unless you use something like that Olight. And here is a size comparison with an EagleTac D25C. Very similar lights, because the EagleTac has a similar feature where you can rotate the head and get quick access to strobe. And there they are side by side. Right, so you see they are comparable. I mean, in terms of brightness, I'll let you decide, which, they appear almost equal to my eye. Slight edge to the Lumintop because of the tint. All right, here's the Lumintop on the front steps. That is the highest mode. We're going to cycle through. I like how low the low mode is. Perfect for reading. That's medium. And back to the high mode. Yeah, that's more than bright enough to light your way if your front porch light goes out. More than enough. All right, let's go walk around. Okay, gonna shine it on that bush that's almost by the edge of the property. Now walking around, let's just do a little patrol of the fence line. Now this is not meant as like a super long range light or anything, so I think this is kind of one of the most likely uses, just lighting a path, lighting an unlit area. You hear a bump in the night. Here it is on the testing board. And that's pretty bright for a light that's 3.3 inches. And I'm going to cycle through the 3 brightness levels. There's the medium. And back to the high mode. Yeah, this is really decent. Just panning around. Piles or towers of wood. Strobe warning. Now this is important for a defensive light like this is marketed as. And that is quite disorienting. A+ for the strobe. Final thoughts on the ED11. Well, it basically has 2 mode cycles. The first has the 3 brightness levels. The brightest, 560 lumens. That's quite bright for a small light. And the lowest mode is nice and low for reading. Now, if you rotate the head 1/8 of an inch, you get into the special mode cycle, which gives you instant 1-touch access to the strobe, which has a lot of defensive value. Now both mode cycles do have a memory function, so they will go back on in the last mode that they were in, but that doesn't kick in for several seconds, okay? So if you press it within a few seconds, it will cycle through. You wait a few more seconds and the memory function will kick in. So what we have is a really handy, small, very bright light with a tactical trick up its sleeve. I'll include an Amazon link and the Lumintop website. Hope you enjoyed seeing this. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights.